Hey guys, Alyssa Beauty here, and today I recorded this look using the I Think I Love You by Colourpop palette, the Stila Glitter and Glows, and some other new products, well, new to my channel products. So yeah, I really love this look. It's like a soft cat eye. It's so pretty, so classic. It's perfect for like Valentine's Day is coming up. I'm not ready to film Valentine's Day tutorials, but this is like a pretty classic Valentine's Day look, or like a soft wedding look, or pretty much anything. This is just so classic and pretty and simple. And yeah, if you like what you see and you want to see how I achieve this look, please keep watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and you can find me on Instagram. My Instagram is in the bio. So yeah, guys, so hopping into this eyeshadow look, I'm going to be popping first into the Jaclyn Hill palette for this transition shade right here. I think it's called Silk Cream. It's obviously my favorite. So I've already set and primed my eye and whatnot. So I'm using the Morphe M441 fluffy brush to just kind of throw this into my crease area. I'm going to pick up a little bit of this shade right here. It's called the Butter. Same brush, and lowering that into my crease. Okay, so that was pretty easy. First up, picking up this little e.l.f. concealer brush and some of my NYX glitter primer, like this. I'm just going to be throwing some of this onto my brush and patting it all over my lid, just because I want to keep these shimmers in place. Ooh, right on my lash too. It's not a big deal. Oh my god, don't you hate when there's like an itch in your eyeshadow? So today I'm going to be using something on my lid that's new to my channel, but not new to me. It is the Stila Shimmer and Glow liquid eyeshadow. They are new. I think they came out in December, I want to say. But I found this at Ulta. I think Sephora has them as well. But yeah, so this is in the shade called Kitten, and it is a beautiful champagne shade, just like their single eyeshadow in Kitten. That's like their bestseller and most popular. Yeah, so I'm going to be throwing this all over my lid as a base. It's so pretty. But I'm not going to be bringing it up all the way. I kind of did that over here. I brought it up too much into the crease, and it dried, and it was a little hard to blend out. So I'm only going to bring it down partially, or put it on my lid partially. I'll wait for it to dry for a minute. Okay, so I'm picking up this flat shader brush by Bodyography Pro. It's their flat shader brush. I'm going to pick up some of the Stila Single Shadow in Kitten. It's a huge compact, and I dropped it. So that's how that looks. So I'm just going to kind of pick some of that up on this brush, and then spritz it with some of my e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. And then I'm going to work that up near the crease and over the shade. This makes it such a pretty combo, like both kittens, like the liquid kitten, and then this powder kitten. Such a pretty combination. Such a beautiful like champagne combination. So then I'm going to pick up this Morphe M443 brush, and I'm going to be picking up a different palette. This is the Colourpop palette called I Think I Love You Pressed Shadow palette. It is such a pretty packaging. All the shade names are on the back, and then this is what it looks like in the inside. Such a pretty color combination, and I love this rose gold shiny packaging. I've had this actually for a really long time now. I've never really used it, so I figured this would be perfect time. So I'm going to be picking up this lighter brown shade. I'm not even going to try to worry about what shade names are, but yeah, they do list all the shade names on the back. And I'm going to tap this off and work this up in my crease and blend out this crease a little bit. See why I didn't do my foundation first, because this look really, you really should start with a foundationless face to try this look. So going in with this Morphe M506 brush, this is a little tiny fluffy brush, which was perfect for this look. I'm going to pick up a little more of that matte brown shade and build it up into the crease, and then kind of brush it along my lash line. And then I'm going to pick up this more red brown shade, and I'm going to pick that up on this brush just gently and start working that into my lash line. Then picking up my Morphe M443, it's a little liner brush, and my Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner in Blackest Black. I kind of like refreshed this with some Maracuja oil by Tarte because it was a little dry. It's still a little dry because I was like last week that I refreshed it, but it's fine. So I'm just going to kind of like, it doesn't matter how messy you are because you will be blending this out. I'm going to kind of draw a like cat eye with this, but not too precise. So that's really all you need to throw on there, just kind of like a base for that. So going back in with this Morphe M506 brush, I'm just going to kind of go over that with the brown shade, the reddish brown shade. And then picking up this dark black shade with this e.l.f. Beautifully Precise pencil brush. This is a super pigmented black like color. Like if you need a palette that has a super pigmented black color, this is it, because this is amazingly pigmented. So I'm just gonna kind of start filling in the gel liner with this black powder. Then going back in with that reddish brown shade on that fluffy brush, I'm just gonna kind of blend it out a little. Okay, so then I'm just gonna be taking a little makeup wipe and cleaning up under my eye, and then I would like to wrap it around my nail because then I can just kind of get up really close. Yeah, so then that's not a clean enough like line for me. So then I take just my Garnier micellar water, and then just like, you can use really any angled brush. I'm using my Bodyography Pro angled liner brush, and you just kind of stick it in there and get it wet. And then I'm just going to take this and sharpen this up even more. Okay, so then once your wing is as sharp as you're going to get it, you're going to put on some lashes, or you kind of put on some lashes. I personally, for this look, chose a lash that is going to be more cat eye and fanned out, so that it gives your eyes more of that cat eye look, because that's what I'm looking for. So actually, the first time I did this, I just went for Ardell Demi wispies, because those to me are like some of the most perfect cat eye lashes, because they're shorter here and then longer as they go out. And then I was at the store and I saw that Ardell recently released these faux mink Demi wispies, which, my heart. They have a whole line of now faux mink wispies, which to me are the best lashes that they have, are like the wispies line. And I love their faux mink lashes, but don't get me wrong, but like, I don't know, none of the styles really called to me. Like, you know, like when I wear the Kiss Lash faux mink lashes, and I love their little black dress style, none of the Ardell faux mink lashes call my name. So yeah, but these definitely did. And this is my first day trying them, and I love them. I love how they accentuate this look and my eye and everything like that. So yeah, I'm gonna throw some of these on, throw some mascara on, and I'll be right back. These lashes are beautiful. I need to pick up more styles. They have them in the Demi wispy style and the normal wispy style. I don't know what other wispy style there are. I think they have them in like an accent where you can just use like the half a lash. I don't know. They're beautiful. So today I've already primed my face. So foundation, I'm using another new product to my channel. It's this Maybelline Superstay foundation. I'm going to pretend that there's a label on it. And this is in the shade Natural Ivory. And I've been loving this foundation for like the past month, I believe. It's super full coverage, super pigmented, long lasting. It lasts through 12-hour shifts at work, everything like that. That's like how I determine if a foundation is good. If it can last at work and not be like gone by the end of the night, especially through sweating and everything, and if I can still look good, then that's a good foundation. So it's super dry because it's very matte, so I usually just mix a little bit of Tarte Maracuja oil in with it, just to kind of give it a little bit more luminosity. Not too much, but just kind of enough to give it a little bit, make it not so drying, because this can be very drying. And it does dry on your face very quickly, so you might want to work in parts. Like I'll just kind of like do that part, and then I'll take this sponge. This is actually a sponge off of Amazon from a brand called Aesthetica. And I was actually reading a BuzzFeed article, and it was talking about like the 30 products our readers or whatever are loving on Amazon. And I read it like every week that they come out with this article, just to see like, ooh, what can I buy on Amazon? What can I spend pointless money on? And this was in one of their articles about like an amazing beauty blender dupe. And I'm always looking for like new sponges, even though I'm super picky. So I usually will buy a new sponge, end up not really liking it as much as the beauty blender, and going back to my beauty blender. And I've been using my beauty blender basically exclusively for the past 2 years now that I've been using a makeup sponge to apply my foundation. And like I'll try out like the Eco Tool sponge, that Morphe red sponge, Real Techniques, the orange sponge by Real Techniques, and they're all good sponges. It's just they don't, to me, have the same like just the oomph that the beauty blender gives for some reason. And I bought this. It was $7 on Amazon. And it is now my favorite sponge. Like, the beauty blender is dead to me. This is my favorite. So, yeah. I love it. $7 on Amazon compared to 20 bucks. And it's bigger than the beauty blender and just as soft. And does just as good of a job. I'm gonna like darken this a little bit because it is a super light color, but you know, I'm still pale. I just kind of like throw some cream contour on. And this is the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Toast. So I just throw a little bit of this on because like I look super pale with this foundation. So I just like to warm my face up a little bit. And then I'm going to use this. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick in Fawn. all this out using my Real Techniques brush, sculpting brush. And for concealer, just using my Tarte Shape Tape. Alright, so I'm picking up my Cover FX translucent setting powder. I'm going to set my entire face with this and just picking that up on the same damp sponge and working that into my foundation. Then going in with a face powder, this is my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in medium. I'm picking this up on an e.l.f. foundation brush and working this into my skin as well. Or not e.l.f. foundation brush, it's an e.l.f. powder brush. It's my favorite. I just love the flat top. I don't know, I just feel like it picks up the powder so well and distributes it so well. And it's cheap, it's like $3. Then for contour, I'm going to be picking up my my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette with my Kat Von D Shade and Light brush. And I'm going to be picking up this shade and this shade. These are the two shades that I use. I know this is called Fawn, but I don't know what this one is called. But I'm going to be working that into my contour line. Into my cheeks. I like to kind of like put whatever I can like back here and then end up blending it out. And then for my nose contour, I pick up this shade Fawn here. It's a cool tone gray shade, so it's perfect just for contouring your nose. So I'm going to go over basically where I drew those lines on my nose, but just kind of like on top of my nose, I just kind of know like the line that I like to use. And then I like to contour my nostrils. Just makes your nose look more slim. And don't worry about this line, we're going to blend it out. And then I pick up this brush. This is a beige illuminator brush. And I pick up the yellow shade in the middle of the palette. It's the banana shade. And I get as close as I can to that line I drew on my nose. Kind of cut it like this. And I really like to brighten up like the hollows of my eyes, so I use it there too. And drag it down the side of my nose. and then I drag it down the center of my nose. And then I go back in with my shade and light brush with the tapered side. Pick up some of the more of the MAC powder and I go over my nose with it. So then for bronzer, I'm going to go in with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and kind of blend out this contour a little bit with that. Alrighty, so then I'm going to do my brows and I'll be right back. So brows are done. I'm just loving this look. It's so pretty right now. I'm going to start my lower lash line. So for my lower lash line, I'm going back into the I Think I Love You palette with my Morphe E18 brush. So I'm going to pick up that first really light brown shade and work it into my lower lash line. And I'm going to pick up this little Sonia Kashuk pencil brush, and I'm going to pick up that darker reddish brown shade. And I'm only going to try to place this on the outer corner of my eye. And then I'm going to pick up this flat shader brush by Morphe. It's the M432, not flat shader brush, flat eyeliner brush. And I'm going to be smoking out my lash line using the dark black shade. And then going back into the E18 with that lighter brown shade, I'm going to blend it out. So picking up the Jaclyn Hill palette and going in with this highlight shade here, I believe it's called Beam. I'm going to throw that into my inner corner. And then on my brow bone. Okay, so then of course I'm going to start with the base of highlight, Colourpop Wisp. Then I'm going to go in with this Ofra Rodeo Drive. This was definitely like one of my favorite highlighters in 2017. So I'm going to be using my e.l.f. blush palette in light. And this is my Eco Tools. It's like a, I don't know what kind of brush it is, but it's an Eco Tools brush. I'm going to pick up this little Wet n Wild brush and some of this blush by Sleek Makeup, and it is called Showdown. It's another one of my favorite nudes, and I just kind of like to put that on the apples of my cheeks. It's like a lighter peachy blush, so it's pretty. So then for lips, I'm going to go in with this lip liner It is the e.l.f. lip liner in Bear to Comment. It is one of my favorite new lip liners ever. You can get it at the drugstore. I think it's like $2.99 maybe. Go over that in this Maybelline lipstick called Beige Babe. It's a part of their Intimate Nudes. And this is a pretty peachy nude color. And I'm going to go over all of that with this lip color by Anastasia. It is Butterscotch lip gloss. It is so pretty. It is my favorite nude lip gloss. Okay, then I felt it wasn't kind of dramatic enough, so I just extended the inner corner a little bit using my Kat Von D tattoo. But yeah, so this is the final look. It's a super soft, pretty glam look. Yeah, I love this look. It's so classic and pretty and soft, and I just love it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.